Let's go, let's go, let's go, and we live every night, every day. En el llegado de Saturno, de Polar Night Sun. Temprano hoy, early. Every day, every day. Every day, every day. Gotta go get it every day. Gotta go get it every day. And we gotta go get this show early today. I gotta go pick up my son at the airport. So we'll jump right in looking at the Dixie, which is the relative strength of the dollar compared to the rest of the basket of the currency, mainly the euro and the Japanese yen and the Swiss and other stuff. But what it's doing is picking up a little bit as the rest of the markets are shaky now. A lot of macroeconomic to cover today. As always, we cover macroeconomics, cryptonomics, and the tokenomics of some of these projects. We'll look at the elections as well. We monitor this poll data, which I don't know if it's really picking up a lot from like this should be some sort of like oracle. In the crypto space we have Link. How are we sure that this data from this poll is accurate? We already seen that the polls don't work from before, especially when this guy is involved. But we'll continue to monitor, even though we getting stuff like this nowadays, right? Even with this happening, you don't see any changes on this data. It's crazy to me, but we'll see. It's funny because yesterday JP Morgan was saying that if Biden wins the election, would the S&P would go up like substantially more, and now they saying Trump. So yesterday I said, yeah, let's take all this experts analysis with a grain of salt, especially when it comes to expert coming from your government, like bankers, scientists that are paid by the government, and medical people that are paid by the government. Always question everything. Now you can with the cryptos, you can bet actually on the election. You can put your money right where your mouth is, right? And here ftx.com, if you're in the United States, you cannot bet unless you're using a VPN, but I didn't say that. Yeah, you want to get involved into politics and talks and stuff. It's cool. Put some money on it. Even though this game is rigged, I keep saying it. It doesn't matter. They keep saying if Biden wins, if Trump wins, the outcome will be the same. The feds don't have any other tools, and we keep showing it. But definitely don't do stuff like this. Look, this dude is fighting a woman. Come on, like. Why? This is insane. Yeah, we need the aliens. I need the aliens to come and pick me up in that mothership. We'll go to what pertains to us, jumping right into BTC holding somewhat of this long-term resistant macro level, and it's still looking good, even though we have come down a little bit, and the dominance is picking up. Um, Fear and greed is still up substantially, like 75. The market's pretty greedy, so I can see a pullback at least to 12.5 very soon here with the elections, uncertainty of the elections. It will be crazy if Bitcoin continues to go up throughout all this. This is an extremely bullish thing, but that is my opinion, and we don't trade opinion, we trade levels. We'll let the best do the rest, Mr. Crown.
Again, 4 hour, 3 hour, 2 hour, all above 13,150 would all good enough for me to target a move towards about 13,550 to, let's just call it 13.6 to 13.7, just easier to say. And to the downside, short-term warning signals below 12,950, but that's not going to get done by itself. The actual warning signal for a medium-term time frame trade, at least down towards $12,000 base, is below 12.7. So for right now, things look a little more angled towards the upside
So
short
if we
term.
break that
And with that said, I'd like to
12.9
wish you the best of the
for
best. I'd like to wish
a
you the
few hours, we're going to
I'll be back
12.7.
on later with some more Forex analysis and maybe a little bit of a Bitcoin re-up.
And then
with
the
that
next
said,
level
take
will
care,
be
and
this
until next time.
$12,000 level. I can see that happening. We'll see how it plays. Anyway, my main contribution to the world is looking at this total market cap. Look at the 90 days where we have not come back and revisit 300 billion. We now flirting and living at the $400 billion level. Once we break 450 and climb to 500 billion, my opinion is that it's the actual beginning of the crazy bull market. Yeah, because of stuff like this. Now, all of the main jurisdictions are in a race to see who prints first, right? Who prints the most? China used to lead over the past decade. We caught up tremendously this year here at the Fed, and Europe doesn't want to stay behind. So, regardless, um, this is why I keep hammering this. Money that enters this market, money that doesn't want to come back. For what? All the value is here. There's no value here. This is where they destroy value. This is where value is being created. Um, so a lot of people looking at some sort of detachment of BTC from the stock market, general market. I'm not calling that just yet. It's too early, in my opinion. But it could be the beginning of the detachment. So we'll watch it closely. As we can see here, um, money supply uh, precede normally precedes inflation. This is a very good chart that I found on TradingView, just free stuff. Um, the trick that they've been doing since 2008 is that they're printing all this money, and there's no like hyperinflation in the dollar like in Venezuela or Zimbabwe kind of stuff, right? Because even though they're printing all these dollars, they are funneling the liquidity very slow through the corporate bonds. Basically, the politicians and their friends and the people that are in cahoots, they just distribute the money to themselves and don't release it into the general economy. And this is how they've been able to keep basically inflation down over the past decades or so. So we see the velocity of money, is this purple here. where it's actually been decreasing. So they printing more and releasing less. And the only, I keep saying all of those stimulus, people keep asking and saying, oh, if this guy wins, and they fighting for stimulus, the population doesn't get not even 1% of those stimulus. So this is how you get stuff like this is in China, but China is the precursor to everything, right? You see now Jack Ma, yet another biggest IP. Like, look at this IPO, initial purchasing offering, right? Like, this is before it even comes into the market. They going for $35 billion. I don't even know what this is for, but it's just it's just obscene, basically. Yeah, they could do it because they have the printing machine on their side. Yet, like, the actual companies that are out there trying to compete, this is a company that doesn't even exist and is gonna get this valuation. The actual companies that are competing and struggling, and this is companies that have been delivering, like, the utility of the planet. They collapsing it. They purposely collapsing them, um, and this is thanks to the modern economic system that we live in. Um, as much as we love our crypto space, is also full of danger, and the danger could be even more devastating. Uh, so it's like, you're free to enter, you're free to get out, but there you're not free of risk. Okay, so this was an exploit in one of the DeFi contract, the biggest so far. Basically for 570 million. Okay, 24 million stable coin. This is incredible loss. Okay, so all of this DeFi that have backdoor um, access, hackers will find it. Okay, as long as it has a backdoor, regardless, they not this is not truly decentralized stuff. This is semi. Nothing is truly decentralized. Semi stuff, but um, one of the biggest risks now is the loss of freedom. I keep hammering this. Is coming. Vincent, basically uh, trying to cut the threshold from $3,000 to $250. So basically, before you could move this $3,000 freely without too many questions asked, they trying to lower it to 250. Lower than most jurisdictions around the planet. They trying to catch up quick. Um, yeah, this came out. This came out today, um, where Jack Ma again, um, was discussing the importance of cryptocurrency or digital currency. In Chinese is very vague. The definition, it could be interchangeable, according to CC here. Vitalik with the right questions here, um, but the importance of cryptos or central bank digital currency. Vitalik wants a clear definition. What is Jack Mack talking about? Yeah, nobody nobody knows. CC says he had to leave it vague in order to deliver that kind of speech. We know that the PBOC is the criminal entity that is putting in the general plan for the rest of the world. So what's happening in China is gonna happen to the rest of the world. We'll continue straight from the Pleiades, part 2 of this unveiling of our new track. Follow us on open source. Follow us on SoundCloud.
quemando frío como el plasma, seduce y te desalma. Y si te descuida, te chape el alma, mamita, no le pare. Aplaude sin la palma, mamita, dale duro. Aplaude sin la palma. No es mala porque quiere, es mala porque puede. De las players, tú the baddest bitch. Yo sé que tú eres mal y te salió tu psicotron. El primo de Lebron, nieto de una y Tol. Yo sé tú le das duro, yo con el martillo Tol. Ya sé que tú eres frega, pero yo soy de mentol.
Esa chama es mala, mala. Una dura en la cama, cama.
All right. We'll continue with the unveiling of our latest track, Mala. You can find it on SoundCloud. Yes, if you're interested in getting all into crypto, check out Ivan. He's the best teacher in the planet um, when it comes to the crypto space, and he has an academy at the level that no university today can match. So yes, check it out. All kinds of courses there for developers, and even just strategies for surviving the crypto revolution. Yes, we always look at this Bitcoin treasury. I call it the crypto treasury. I like to interchange the word Bitcoin for crypto many times, because I know that even though this price are in crypto, these people are wise enough to understand that you don't put over $1 billion in Bitcoin without, at least looking at Bitcoin and the polka dots and all the big stuff. So the main difference of this Bitcoin treasury that I like to point out is the crypto acquisition space that has been blowing up. We see PayPal now trying to acquire and develop new companies. Yes, this is a reality that is happening. Not only they invested into the asset, but they developing companies to service the space. Look at this, because the same people delivering this economic destructions are the owners of the new tech company, just like the PBOC own Huawei. The feds all own Tesla. Tesla is a government funded company, and with everything government funded, what kind of quality you get. Just look at the past. Where are all of the airlines that were owned by the governments all over the world? Non-existent, right? Look at Venezuela when they took over the commerce, when they took over the medical, when they, this is what government do, destroy things. So yeah, this is not even the worst of it. Basically, this is going outrageous here with the Tesla full driving technology. They've been cutting corners and in technology. You can follow this guy, Greta Musk. There's a bunch of videos where you can see the performance of the Teslas. Um, even though the Tesla is performing at the top of tier of the market, right? Um, if I have it here, let's just look it up here. So yes, This is what you're paying for.
Busy intersection, taking the turn. It's going. The car's doing a great job turning into this very tight area.
They're good there.
Right-hand turn. No cars. Let's see. Wait.
Yeah, they are basically endangering everybody. You wouldn't want to put your family in this self-driving crashing machine. Um, and the whole premise of Tesla is you gotta continue buying this great piece of technology because otherwise we burn in the planet. And I go in every day and hammer that a little bit, showing that not only is false and they hiding the truth, but they actually making this into a ridiculous science mockery. Basically, we have both poles now just gaining ice. The sun is at its lowest level that it's been the past 200 years at least, and just we breaking records all over the country, all over the continent actually, and I'm talking about record codes, not record hot, so the fact that they don't even use the latest piece of data that is available to them to construct their model. The same people that made the COVID model have been making the global warming model since the 80s. The ones that were saying that we were going to burn the planet, that we were going to be under sea water. Out here in Miami, the beaches are receding actually, and we're getting colder every year. So just data, um, and this is the same people that have been pushing the COVID. This IMF people, the UN people, the feds. The UN and the IMF control all of the jurisdiction. The US is trying to put up somewhat of a front. They know they can't, they'll be the last, but China was gifted the ability to print the most money in the world over the past decade. They printed more money over the past decade than the rest of the world combined, and the gift that they were given by the IMF had to come at a price. They had to deliver the COVID, and I show you the COVID every year, right? Here it is, the COVID. They never did an isolation of the no virus or whatever. They just put it on paper, but I'll show it to you here. This is the COVID. You see China here in orange, printing the most, and then us, we had to catch up, and in blue here, the Europeans have to catch us up, right? So just like this gentleman here, Bill Blaine says, all of this stuff is just a big distraction, right? Um, everything is just fueled by corporate debt and ultra low negative interest rate. Obviously, those conditions are not conducted towards real economy, like where you supposed to develop a company that offers a product or a save or a service that delivers good things into the world. No, that's not what the new economic system is designed for. So knowing that the COVID is fake, right? We'll listen to Kerry Muling again. um, he invented the PCR test, which is the test for the COVID, um, and it is also the test for the AIDS. Here he's talking about um, the AIDS epidemic
What would Kerry
in
Mullis
his
say?
last years.
Saying, they don't know. Nobody really knows. This whole thing is a big sham. It's ridiculous. I was right at the edge of my faith in the system, but I thought Montagnier will know why he thinks HIV causes it, and he'll tell me. He'll say, because of this study. But he didn't have that. None of they don't know.
He
Nobody
says
really knows.
they didn't have no study that shows HIV causes AIDS, right? Just like today, they don't have anything. If you go to court and fight any doctor at a Supreme Court with a jury of experts, they will lose every single time, 100 times out of 100, because they just don't have any data to prove that something like SARS-2 exists. SARS in the first place was a mockery. It was an insult to any medical mind.
This whole thing is a big sham. It's ridiculous. I was right at the edge of my faith in the system, but I thought Montagnier will know why he thinks HIV causes it, and he'll tell me. He'll say, because of this study. But he didn't have that. None of those guys have that, and that's why they're so weird. That's why they don't want dissent. They don't want people like me walking up and asking them those kind of questions, and they're willing to.
This is why all the COVID heads are so weird. They're just a bunch of weirdos.
They're out on a limb. I wouldn't want to be there with them.
Almost.
Yeah, they have no medical proof whatsoever. This is the guy that invented the PCR, okay? So this is why we get weird people like this, just talking nonsense. So since they not gonna give it to us, we gotta go get it.
Se acabó la cuarentena, el cuerpo lo sabe y la calle está
There's nothing in the air.
Se acabó la cuarentena, el cuerpo lo pide, la calle está llena. Por eso mi cuerpo pide calla, hasta mañana, calla, hasta mañana, calla, hasta mañana, calle, calle, calla, hasta mañana, calla, hasta mañana, calla, hasta mañana.
Yeah. Let's do this. Let's go get this money now. It's about that time. It's time. It's time. Speculate the price. Speculate the price. It's time. It's time for the speculator. 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 I got the shoe stone tonight. Today. Hey, China. China. Dielectric. China. China. Dielectric. Speculate the price. Speculate the price. Okay, let's do this. Starting with Injective Protocol. INJ. Okay, what is this? Let's look at the chart first of all. is very new, so we don't have a lot of data. Just basically a few days old, but I'm getting the issues for this token. Probably gonna jump here pretty soon. Not sure where this is gonna stop. It's been coming down after it went to $1.20. It's now at 79. I would like to buy it, a 70 or below 70. Like it's never been there. It could definitely go there. Very new, very new project, but the fundamentals are incredible on this. Okay, this is a project that was incubated by CC, Binance, and just what is tackling, right, through decentralized exchange, the derivatives space, which is the biggest liquidity pool in the planet, right? Like we're talking about uh, um, quadrillion dollars. Just an insane amount of money that these people are aiming to tap into. And if somebody's gonna do it, it's probably gonna be this circle of people. So they already, not only they have CC backing and all the Binance machinery behind them. Now they partnered up with Chainlink. I'm getting bullish again into all of these oracles, obviously because they useful. We don't have to trust polls like these, right? We don't have to trust fake polls. We can actually verify data today. And this oracle space is revolutionizing this, just putting in a lot of truth into it. So the combination with the partnering up with Chainlink is makes it a little bit more credible. We'll see how they continue to develop. I'm watching it closely. But as far as coming in and speculating on this, yes, I'm probably gonna start getting. You're never gonna get the bottom. You're never gonna guess the bottom or guess the top if you get part of the rally. We'll see now over the next week with the shaking of the market, uh, um, where this end up. But I'm watching it closely. Speculate the price. Speculate the price. It's time for the speculator. 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 Okay, jumping right into Bridge Oracle. Obviously, another Oracle project, another link copycat. Let's call it. But it's a good copycat in a good platform, the Tron blockchain, which has been surprised everybody in its utility. And the good thing is, like, the team is it's a good team here, together with a group of crypto OGs, right? People with a lot of experience in this space. I think that if Link can work from Ethereum, this can definitely do a lot better. And now the genie's out of the bottle, right? So a lot of the issues that Link has, these people have an opportunity to smooth it out, kind of like what Tron did to Ethereum. So yes, let's look at the chart here. Is the reason why I'm bringing it back in is because it did one of these, right? Like We see this often, where initially does a nice jump and then start retracing big time. So we're looking at 90% in the past 30 days. So from 18 now 3 cent. Yes, this can come back at any point. Again, you have to come in, and this kind of speculation game is an active game. You have to set up stop losses, at least mental stop losses, reminders, alerts, and play this with caution, right? Hey, I hope you got something good out of the video and extracted some value. Have a good day, guys.